Welcome back to Eastwood TV. Thanks for tuning in. We're here with another PBIS episode number 5. I'm your host, Mr. Ramsey, and my co-host,
Miss Lena.
Let's jump right into today's lesson.
Yes. And as always, guys, make sure your ears are listening, your eyes are watching, your mouth is quiet, and your body is still.
We always want you to focus your attention. You need to concentrate, use your eyes, ears, and those brains, and try to ignore those distractions.
So let's recap, Mr. Ramsey. What are the famous 3 B's of Eastwood?
I don't like bees. They sting. No, but in real, it's just a nice little play on words. The 3 B's: be safe, be respectful, be responsible. Those are our big 3 here at Eastwood. We do it all the time. We say it all the time. You all should know it by now.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about, obviously, one of our famous 3 B's, right?
Which one is it? Which one is it? Responsibility. This is a big word. Look, I feel like in my picture you put, I'm scared of the word.
And I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's like, responsibility. But as you know, one of our rules here at Eastwood is to be responsible. Being responsible helps to make our school a place where everyone can learn. When we are responsible, we can be trusted to do the right thing. We help others. We admit when we make mistakes or do the wrong thing. We own up. We focus so that we can do our best work. Regardless of whether you're at home or in our communities or here at school, it's always important to be responsible.
Yeah, and we get it, guys. When we say the word responsibility and then we list all these things, you think, oh my gosh. And that's why it does seem scary sometimes. But really, responsibility just means making good choices. But we'll kind of elaborate on that a little bit more. We're going to brainstorm. Are you ready, Mr. Ramsey?
Yeah, I like, though, before we go, that kind of makes this big word seem a little bit more understandable. Yeah. Making those good decisions. So let's go.
Okay.
Collaboration board. Our interactive lesson today.
Yeah.
What does responsibility mean? Selena, what does it mean?
So what do you think of, Mr. Ramsey? I'm going to throw it back on you. What do you think of when you think of responsibility? What are some things that come to your mind?
All right. So when I think of responsibility, it's a lot of things. So when I think of something, you want to put it in the chat or put it in this little box?
Yes, we can put it as a note and it'll pop up for us.
Okay, let's do one. I think asking for help. That's a responsible thing to do. Like if you don't know, ask.
That's a good choice, right? We talked about responsibilities, making good choices. Asking for help is a really, really good choice.
Being responsible, if something's hard, the responsible thing to do would be doing. Wait, I can't get to the box. Doing. Make sure I spell it right. The best I can. Because I may not always have the right answers, but if I do my best, I'm at least doing my work, and that's something that's being responsible.
Yep.
And last thing, always, this is a big one. When I hear my parents talking to me, my wife talking to me, my teacher talking to me, the responsible thing to do is to listen.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. Ms. Lena, what about you? What do you think about when you talk about what does responsibility mean?
So when I think of responsibility, I think of different ways that we can act responsibly. So like, what are some of the things that we can do? And I think a huge one is, even as an adult, like when you're going to work and like some of our students, when they're going to school, acting responsibly is being on time.
Yes. Be on time. Got to be there for the Zoom or the Wednesday assemblies. Sometimes
there you go. Yeah.
Got to be on time.
Yeah, and that's a good choice. Being on time is always the right thing. It's always off to a good start when you're on time, right?
Yes.
And I think another thing of acting responsibly, like you said, Mr. Ramsey, it's not only just doing your best when it's hard, it's never giving up. No matter what you're doing, right? That's the responsible thing to do. Let's not give up.
So don't give up, push through. That's a good one. I like that. I'm liking all of these because I think they're all good ideas.
And then the last one I think of when I think of acting responsibly is respecting others. Having that empathy, right? Respecting differences, different opinions.
We talk about that all the time.
Yes.
We talk about that all the time. So how can I be responsible? How can I act responsibly? And then I think I got some ideas about how do I take responsibility.
That's a
Is
good one.
this is a little deeper because this is the thing we don't want to do. It's so hard. Like if I do the wrong thing, I gotta own it, and sometimes I don't want to take responsibility. But I think that's something we need to touch on. So when I think about that, um, let's say first off, if I have something like an iPad from the school or work, I need to protect my belongings. I am in charge of that. I am responsible. I can't blame someone else if they destroy my things if I didn't protect it or keep it in a safe place.
Right. That's a good choice.
When I make a mistake, I misspeak or I didn't do my work, I need to own my mistakes. That means like I take responsibility. You're right. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I stayed up watching TV last night, so I didn't do my homework. I'm going to make it up. I promise. I need to own my mistakes. And this is something not just for myself, but for others. Can I encourage others to do the right thing? I think we talked about bullying, about what upstanders and bystanders.
Yes, yes. That would definitely make you an upstander if you can encourage others to do the right thing and, say something, you be brave, especially when you see something that's somebody's doing that's wrong.
And that's what I mean. That's what makes our school so special because it's not just myself and Miss Lena telling and the teachers telling you what to do, but when we help each other do the right thing, that's when we really see responsibility in action. I think that makes Eastwood a special place.
Definitely. So I think we have some really good stuff here, Mr. Ramsey. I really like this collaborative board because I think it brings out really awesome ideas.
Yeah, I do too.
We made a really good kind of like an acronym for responsible. So let's look
This
into
one we
that.
covered in the weekly assembly.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it live.
live. Let's go for it.
So our first one is R. R stands for let's respect others.
Fist pump. Boom. E. Everyone can trust you to do the right thing. That means you can be a star in the spotlight.
S. Show your best work, like Mr. Ramsey said.
Oh, yeah. I like getting ribbons. First place. P. Protect your belongings. Keep it in the vault or a safe place.
O. Own up to your mistakes. Say sorry
Yeah,
if you did something wrong.
it's a tough one, but we can do it. Never give up. I'm the world's best trier. Didn't mean I get it always right, but I never give up. Perseverance.
Yeah. S. Say, I need help if you don't understand.
Miss Lena's drowning. Someone help her.
Help.
I. Influence others to do the right thing. Upstander, superheroes of Eastwood.
B. Be on time. That's a big watch. Can't miss it.
I'll watch. There we go. Be on time. L. Listen. Big ears. I'm glad you didn't put my ears. I got some big ones, but not that big. Listen is a part of responsibility. And E. Eagles of Eastwood. We always follow the 3 B's. Be safe, be respectful, and be responsible.
Yeah. So, Mr. Ramsey, now that we went over what responsibility is and what it looks like, I want to see what kind of responsibility skills you have.
Oh, no. This sounds like a test.
It's almost like a test.
Oh, no.
All right. So, we're going to practice.
I can do practice.
So
Do I have
here's
responsibility skills? I think I do.
Yeah, I think you do too. But let's see. Let's put it to work. So here's a fill in the blanks that I gave you.
Okay. So this is a quiz. So it says responsibility skills, fill in a blank. So what we want me to do is read the sentence and then pick from the word bank to complete the sentence.
Yes.
Okay, let's try this out. When I turn something on, I turn it, keep back, clean, pick off, amends. I turn it off. If I turn it on, the responsible thing to do is to turn it off. When I drop something, I keep, pack, back, clean, pick. I pick it up. When I make a mess, I'm teaching Lauren and Peyton this, so I know this one. I clean it up. When I make a promise, I keep back or amend I keep my promise. When I borrow something, I give it back. Of course, it's not mine to keep. When I hurt someone's feelings, I make amends. That means we apologize and make the situation right. I did well. Ha ha ha. I have responsibility skills.
100%, Mr. Ramsey. Your
Love it.
responsibility skills are there. Great job. Nice work.
Out of
Now,
6. Huh? Oh no.
the final test.
Y'all pray for me, please. Pray, please.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, I think I'm ready.
Okay. It's timed, so don't get too overwhelmed, but it's okay. We'll make it work. It's going to be easy because you scored 100% on the last part. I think it would be great.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go.
Time for quiz. You have 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Elliot's mom asked him to feed his cat after the family ate dinner. I can't read it, Miss Lena. It's blocked on my side. I can't pass the test.
Oh no, wait, let me enhance my. Okay, so Elliot's mom asked him to feed his cat after the family ate dinner. Elliot wanted to ride his bike with his friend next door instead. How can Elliot show responsibility? Is it A?
I can read these parts. It's just a question. So A, hide the cat so mom will forget about feeding it. No, that doesn't sound good. Go ride his bike and feed the cat when he comes back. No, that sounds like that's backwards. The responsible thing to do is do what his mom asked first. So let's see, feed the cat the next morning. No, the cat will starve. Feed the cat before going to his friend. Yeah, let's go with D. Next.
Good job. All right, question 2. Caleb was getting ready for bed. His mom reminded him to brush his teeth. Caleb was tired and wanted to relax and read a book instead. What is the responsible thing for Caleb to do?
Well, reading is a nice thing to do, but again, if mom has asked him to do something, I think he should do that first. So let's see, keep brushing his teeth. Who cares what his breath smells like? What? No, brush his teeth before he reads the book because he might fall asleep. That sounds good. Let me read the rest. Read the book first and brush his teeth. No, because if he falls asleep, he won't brush his teeth. Take the book with him while he brush. That's good. But what happens if he forgets to brush right and is so focused on reading? So let's go with B. Brush his teeth before he reads the book because he might fall asleep. Number 3.
Okay. Last question. So Noah washed his hands with soap and water. He dried his hands. He missed the trash can when he tried to throw the paper towel away. How can Noah show responsibility? Well, he wasn't being Kobe. He was being the opposite of Kobe.
Pick it up and wash his hands again. Leave it on the ground. Maybe someone else. No, I don't even like the rest of that. No. Kick the paper towel to a place where no one can see it. No. He can ask his friends. No. It's your germs. It's your trash. Pick it up and wash your dirty hands again.
Good job, Mr. Ramsey. You got a 3 out of 3. It doesn't show it, but you did a great job. Your responsibility skills are on point.
Thought I was going to fail the test, but I passed. Thank you for your prayers and support. Now, time for my final thoughts. My Eagles of Eastwood, being responsible is important because responsibility is making decisions and accepting the consequences, good or bad. It means you are trustworthy and accountable. It means never giving up and doing the best you can. Responsibility is a life skill. Trust me when I say when you are responsible, good things will happen. You'll become a better learner. You'll become a better listener and do better in school and at home. But best of all, being responsible is something to be proud of, because when you are being responsible, acting responsibly, and taking responsibility, that means you're doing everything you can do that is right, no matter what. Not only will your parents, family, and teachers be proud of you, but you can be proud of yourself too. Oh man, responsibility. It's a tough task, but you can do it. We want to say thanks for tuning in for this week's episode of PBIS, episode 5, focusing on responsibility. We are live every Wednesday, 8:25 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, for our weekly assembly. And then we put these videos out. So PBIS or SEL lessons, go back and check out all the content we put up to help you become better Eagles of Eastwood, but also citizens of our country. Ms. Lena, you have anything you want to say to them before we sign off?
No, just remember our 3 B's, guys. They're always important. They're always going to help you out.
So I'm your host, Mr. Ramsey, my co-host, Miss Lena. Like she said, remember our 3 B's: be safe, be respectful, and be responsible. We'll see you next time. Bye.